Okay guys, tonight I'm going to do the Kate McLaren. Great fly for the loch, as many of you know. It was actually tied originally as a sea trout fly for using in Loch Marie. Generally fished in the top dropper, but it can be fished anywhere else in the cast. Very simple fly, but very, very effective against brownies. So this one, out the vise. New hook, again. Typically Camasands again, 175 so you want a heavier hook, 170 for the normal standard, or if you want to use full and mill, any of these typical wet fly hooks. Okay, same again, black thread, nothing fancy, 8/0. Again, simply attach your thread, winding it nice and tight, touching turns as best you can down to the end of the hook. If you use the wee tag, it helps just to slide the bits of thread in line. Again, take it to a point just about where the thread hangs, is in between the point and the barb. Scissors, trim off the waste. Tail, I'm going to use one of these, golden pheasant crest, as opposed to the tippets for the flies like the pennel. So I've got a feather already here. What I like to do is just wet it, tie it on top, tie it long, a wee soft wrap to hold it, and then gently pull your tail in to where you want it to go. Okay, you're looking probably body length for the tail, and tighten up, tie that down. Cut away the waist, cut it to about the body length so that when you tie it down you don't end up with a lump. And again, next, silver wire, or oval, or even flat tinsel on the bigger sizes. Tie that in, keep it on the top. This time take your thread right to the top and then bring it back down, just to tighten everything in. Bring it back down to where you start. Okay, shoe there. What we need now, black seal's fur. Or of course you can use a substitute if you want, SLF, something like that. So take some black seal's fur, loosen it up in your fingers, and then twisting it again, one direction, making sure it's nice and tight, nice thin spindle, a dubbin, nice and tight. If you're having trouble, you can put wax on it to help it to stick. Seal's fur is a bit spiky and can move. It can be a bit rough to get on, but I like to move it, so I don't generally put wax on, so that I can slide it up to where I want it. Again, just wind in your seal's fur, touching turns. If it looks a bit slack, just spin the bobbin, tighten it up, run a couple of turns of thread through, won't make any difference, help to tighten up the seal's fur. Okay, need a wee bit more, same thing, tighten it up. Nice and tight, one direction, squeezing it as tight as you can, binding it on. Spin the thread if it helps. Lock it down and spin the thread. That also helps to tighten it up. So, take that up to near the eye. Don't worry about winding the thread through the body, just helps to bind it all down. Next thing we need is a black cock hackle. I just use a Chinese cape or Indian cape. You don't really need or don't really want to use genetics because they're all the one length. The fibres look a bit more like a shaving brush or bottle brush rather than getting the taper as the fibre you get on the hackles here. So tie in your hackle, good face towards you, tying it in by the butt end. Couple of wraps. I like to throw a half hitch on. Just helps to keep everything nice and tight. Cut away your waist. Hackle pliers. You're going to take this hackle back down the body, Palmer fashion. One turn at the head, and then spiral. Back down. Nice open turns. Probably 4 turns down to the end, near your tail. Take your silver wire or your oval and wind it in the opposite direction through the body. Now don't worry about catching fibre, just get a wiggle as you go, and most of them will jump out the rod. It's really no problem, don't overthink it. So wind that up, 4 or 5 turns, give a bit of colour. Again, catch your thread, catch it in with your thread, a couple of turns, make sure it's nice and tight. Snip off the waste. Take your scissors, and close, nip off the tip of the hackle. Now fold everything back, and sharpen your thread, couple of turns to tidy up there, at the head, make sure everything's stroking back nicely. Next thing you need is a brown or ginger hen hackle. Now it states clearly in the book that it's fished with a hen hackle to add movement. Some people use a cock hackle, but definitely I much prefer the hen hackle. I've actually got some variants that I tie and I use a dyed golden olive partridge hackle at the head. You could use just a normal brown partridge hackle as well, gives it a wee definition. So tie it in, fold the tip back, a couple more turns to hold. Close that off. I just leave the tip in, nobody sees it. Take hackle pliers and again, folding the hackle back as you go, wind it towards the head. So making sure it's all combed back so that one turn tucks in front of the next one, creating a nice head hackle. Again, making sure these hackle fibres are all pulled round. You don't trap too many under themselves. Take that towards the head, stroking the fibres back all the way. So you maybe get 2, 3, maybe even 4 turns. It's up to you. So up and underneath with your thread, lock that hackle in. It's it locked in. Cut that away. And again, anything that's going sticking out at the front, pull it back. Couple of wraps of thread to build a head. Any wee fibres sticking up that you don't like the look of, just cut them away. Build up a small head, trap them in what's left of the hackle. And again, some varnish. Take your needle, if I can find it, here it's here. Dab of varnish, dab on the head, wee bit on the thread. Take your whip finish tool and hold the fibres back, whip finish the head. Varnish gets to soak in. Take that to there. Snip it off. Take your dubbing needle, clean the eye, or a bit of scrap tinsel, anything at all you've got lying about your desk. Just clean that up. So, Kate McLaren, great fly for the loch, fish top dropper. You can fish it anywhere really, but top dropper seems to be the best. Hope you enjoyed that.